Hey, everybody. It is your co-host on the conversation, Miss Gail Smith-Harris. Still feeling a little under the weather, but I'm going to try to weather through this segment of the show. Today we have a very exciting guest on the line. He has over 40 years of experience in the acting game. He is acting teacher to the stars, a very accomplished actor in his own right, a trailblazer. Mr. Richard Lawson is in the house today. Richard, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing, Richard?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you. Nice to be on your show today.
Well, thank you for coming on and talking to us. So, how's everything been going with you? In all your projects that you have going on? Tell us a little bit about what you have going on right now.
Well, this is an exciting time for me. I've been in the business, as you said, for 40-some years, and my career, if it were in any better shape, it would be like just against the law. I'm having more fun than I could ever possibly think to have. It's been like I've been on a 40-year vacation. So many things are going on. Like I'm in a series called Angry Boys, which is on HBO, which premiered January 1st at 10 p.m. In their prime slot. And it's a really funny, hilarious show. It's a mockumentary that a gentleman named Chris Lilly wrote, produced, directed, starred in, did the music, did everything. He's a genius. And this is the third installment of a kind of a concept that he created in Australia. And in the second installment was called Summer Heights High, which HBO showed like 2 years ago, and now Angry Boys. And this one is an international hit because it was in Australia, New Zealand, and England, and it was like through-the-roof hit over there. That's one of the things that I'm doing. Another is that, I've been a teacher for the last 30-some years, a master teacher, and I have my own school called the Richard Lawson Studios, and one of the things that I do is empower people to have the careers that they want. I teach them to create the careers for themselves. Hollywood gets in the way, meaning that in addition to what they do, Hollywood does exist. But they create their own careers, and as a result, people are just winning and doing all kinds of things. They're creating their own series, they're publishing books, they're creating their own webisodes, their own films to film festivals. It's just really exciting. And
well, it sounds exciting. It sounds really exciting. Now, who are some of the actors and actresses that you have worked with that, you're proud to say have, propelled themselves to what we call star status and have really honed their craft?
Well, if you go back to when I first started acting, first started teaching, I was teaching in a school called the Beverly Playhouse, which at one time was considered probably one of the preeminent schools in the country. And Milton Pixelis was the founder and teacher there, and I was one of the main teachers who taught there. And he didn't teach all the classes. He came in and he taught, a class or two from time to time, but there were other teachers there like myself and like a woman who is now my partner in a sense. We are just newly establishing a partnership. Her name is Gloria Gifford, who is an outstanding actress in her own right. And between us, we taught some of the most famous actors in the world. George Clooney, Michelle Pfeiffer, Patrick Swayze, Giovanni Ribisi, Doris Roberts, on and on and on. And,
oh, wow.
And so, I had that as a part of my world. Then about 6-7 years ago, I started my own school, which was a different kind of school from the Playhouse, because the Playhouse was just a scene study class. But I brought the camera into play, and I created what is now called the Richard Lawson Studios, and created a professional development program where I put a camera in people's hands, and I teach them how to become filmmakers. And as an extension of that, they learn how to act on film, they learn how to audition, they learn how to make movies, and they learn how to create what this technology that I've created called the DOING, Declaration of Independence, which is an action-oriented thing. That's why it's called the doing. It's an action thing. You take action on your career like any other business. You have to see what it is you want, and then you have to put it on paper and then create a plan about how you're going to go about getting it. And it's an exciting thing when someone sees themselves as a business and then they create a business plan to make it work.